What is going on, wrestling fans? It is I, Steve Fall. Welcome to 10 Count. I am here with the legend herself, Lash Legend. How are you doing today?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, you're here shaping the future.
I am. That's what I do.
Now, you are a former, basketball player, and you came from a different background than some other athletes who, there's always a stigma of, oh, you didn't come from the indies. Oh, you didn't work in these high schools. But you are the product of the system, showing that you've been recruited. Yes. You come on here. Now you're training. Mm-hmm. Explain that process to the rest of the world, because I think some people finally have caught on to the realizing, you can learn the game.
That's right. Well, I would say, first of all, even though coming from a different world, if you're coachable, if you want to learn, if you understand the business, then I feel like you can do it. And I'm not saying everybody now. Not all athletes can do this, but you have to have the mindset first. That's the first things first. So I feel like that's what got me to where I am today, because I had a tryout almost 3 years ago now, and I feel like it was half former athletes and then half indie wrestlers or people who had the background, and I feel like a good amount of the athletes did really good because they were coachable, but not all of them, like I said. So I think it just depends on who you are, really. You can translate a lot of your background to help you with this, but it's all mental more than anything.
So out of the group that you were with 3 years ago, how many did get picked to join the Performance Center and get trained?
Only 2, and it was 50, so it was myself and Yulissa Leon. We both, out of 50. And they didn't pick any of indies in that tryout.
That, to me, is impressive, especially to you, because there are so many people with this dream to become a WWE superstar. 50 people.
That's right.
2 of them. Mm-hmm. You're one of them. Now, how does that feel? Because obviously, a big thing in wrestling in general in the world, representation is gigantic. And I think over the past 20 years, at least in the WWE, the face of everyone has changed.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Because, Bianca Belair, main star, so many people like that has made an impact on little children, adults, everybody. How's that feel?
It's amazing. I think that Bianca, first of all, she's a great example. You see what she's doing. I mean, she's making history. She already made history. So she's definitely somebody that a lot of us aspire and are inspired to be, and just want to follow that path of Bianca Belair. But I think that's a great example, and I feel like a lot of us, like Leah Mitchell, myself, I think that all of us will exceed that path as well. So
now NXT, the ratings have been skyrocketing through the roof lately. Now, would you attribute that to talent like yourself, but also with the inclusion of SmackDown and Raw superstars?
Pardon? What was the question?
The question. So you have NXT stars all coming into their own right now. Right. It seems like everyone is coming to their own exactly at the same time. Yes. And then you have Raw and SmackDown, Judgment Day, other people coming down to NXT and visiting and showing up. Do you feel like the ratings are because of both combos or NXT talent, having Raw and SmackDown? What are you attributing the rating spike to?
Well, we have to give credit to our mega stars that are on the main roster as well. But I'm not just saying just them, because we're doing our thing here at NXT, okay? Because I think that people are starting to take more heed to what we're doing at NXT. But I will say, when our main roster stars come on, that helps a lot too. I think we're all helping NXT brand grow together. I don't think it's just one or the other. I think both of us are doing our jobs and we're doing it well. So,
is there someone from Raw and SmackDown you want to take on?
Absolutely. So my dream match, listen up. My dream match is definitely Rhea Ripley, myself, and Bianca Belair. I think that would be a banger. Okay. So yes, those are the 2 that I think they're amazing. I think that obviously they're running things right now. I mean, you have to give credit where credit due. Both of them are running things. So yeah, they're definitely 2 women that I would want to get in the ring with.
And they also came from NXT.
They did.
So, Rhea Ripley, NXT UK, Bianca from NXT, I guess US. I don't know what you'd call the difference.
NXT. But, I mean, Rhea Ripley was at both. She was in NXT UK and she came to NXT. So, yeah.
It was like a weird graduation thing sometimes. Some people would jump over, then show up, and then end up on Raw and SmackDown. Then NXT just had the Great American Bash, and then, of course, Stand Deliver. cover so many great events. Do you think NXT could ever go on the road on Tuesdays, selling out 5,000, 10,000 arenas? Because I love the Performance Center, I love NXT, the arena, but is there learning underneath different audiences, learning different techniques? Obviously, you can learn from an audience booing you or cheering you based on the same exact performance you put on every single week.
Yes, NXT is definitely evolving. Like, I think every time we are going on the road, the ticket sales are growing every single time. So I think that could be in our future for sure. Like, I'm not going to say no, because I think that every time that we're going out, we're proving ourselves and showing people like, oh, okay, this is some people we need to see. We need to see these superstars because they are going to be somebody one day.
And also, people need to understand that these lashes are legends.
Yes, legendary lashes.
Because that is something I don't think I could ever pull off, but you're doing it.
Yes.
You are doing it.
Thank you.
You know, do you have a certain technique for, I don't know really anything about eyelashes, but let's talk to everyone out there. Is there a technique to eyelashes?
I mean, it's a whole, I can just tell you a whole bunch about lashes, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Okay. So many different ways to lash out is what I like to say. But yeah, like, I just have a plethora of lashes. Like, I have a full closet of just different lashes. Yeah, and then I like to make them and mix them up and bedazzle. Like, I think what I have on hearts today, maybe pink hearts and a little bedazzle. So yeah, we switch it up. Just depends on how I feel that day.
Wow, some people have a closet of shoes. You have a closet of eyelashes.
Right, that's right.
Wow, it has been an honor and a privilege talking to the legend herself, Lash Legend. Thank you so much for being here on 10 Count. I'm C. Fall. She's a legend, and by the way, she has a closet full of eyelashes.
That's right.
We will see you next time. Bye bye.